Hey guys, it's your girl Key, and I'm back in another video. And today we're gonna be doing our ramblings of a WWE fan, but we're gonna kind of like have a little unpopular opinion type of spin to it because I don't know, it's just a lot I've been seeing, and the fact that I'll be feeling like some of the things I be saying don't be too much of it's not like a opinion that is I don't feel like it's popular. You know what I'm gonna say? Because there are certain people that are kind of hardcore wrestling fans and hardcore fans versus like the casual just WWE fan. And even then, I feel as though if you're a WWE fan, you could be like you're a wrestling fan in general. Period. You don't have to like all the underground stuff. You don't have to just like you can only like WWE and be a wrestling fan. But that being said, let's go into it and let's start off a little slow. I think that when it comes to being a wrestler for WWE, these big promotions where storytelling is kind of half of the job, you can't just be a good wrestler to get far in these companies. You just can't. That's like half the job. You have to also know how to entertain, and you also have to be able to connect with the fans. And when a lot of these wrestlers don't get too far, but they're very talented in the ring, it's not because they're a bad wrestler. It's just because the whole thing of sports entertainment, they're not getting the whole grasp of. And I feel like that's okay. There's different types of doors for you to walk into because you could be still wanted in those spaces, because you see that some people just go from WWE to AEW because they feel like that's the better place for them to be able to do those moves they want to do, create that magic. Guess what? Ricochet decided to leave and go to the AEW so he can make that magic that he used to make. But I feel like he could have made it in WWE. This is my little personal opinion. And I think that while this right here might ruffle a little bit of feathers, but I think that while Roman Reigns is in the WWE, active on the roster, and to me, I'm okay with it because he laid down this groundwork for modern day sports entertainment, pro wrestling. So I think that if anything, he's one of those people where, okay, I'm gonna let you have it. While he's in WWE, while he's wrestling in main part-time or full-time on the roster, having booking main event shows, a lot of the way that the main roster storyline for the men's side is going to go, it's for whatever show he's on, it's going to be a part of his big book. Everybody else is just a part of that. They add to that when it comes to like the main event scene, all of that, because we're seeing it with Cody Rhodes. And that's okay to me. That's okay, because I saw on Twitter somebody said that he's being used as like a plot device for the Bloodline story. And it's always been like that. The way that Roman has narrated this whole story is that you got to take this from us, or it's going to be ours. This is going to be what we are doing, and it's working. But he said that this is just a part of his big book. And I can't even be mad at it because it's working. We're going to continue to pay tickets. We're going to continue to tune in to see what he's talking about. We're going to continue to do that because it's entertaining. And he can go. I don't care what nobody says. He can go in the ring. He is a great wrestler. He's the whole package, okay? And Cody should not pin Roman again. If Roman loses to Cody Rhodes, it need to be for a different reason other than the pin. What did Gunther do to Randy? Hey, that's the only way that I'm gonna be okay with. I ain't gonna be okay with it at all, but whatever. Now, I feel as though, to me, in my enjoyment, Alpha Academy has they kind of dropped the ball just a tad bit with Alpha Academy, because they could have made it so Otis takes over as a leader and decides to take Chad Gable's spot and be what Chad Gable wasn't at the end of his time as the leader in Alpha Academy. But now, no, that's not what's going on. And I'm just not feeling it too much. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not getting excited and stuff, but I get excited, you know, because I like this wrestling stuff. But at the end of the day, when they get in the ring, my bets are never on them. I'm never betting on them at all. I'm not going to. I just know it's gonna happen. I just know it's gonna happen. I think that Randy Orton and John Cena should both break the record when it comes to the World Championships and tie, and they should keep it like that for a while. Okay, like, that's me, because they both are like, they're like two sides of the same coin. You have, I think that Randy Orton just doesn't play the glorious role that John Cena plays, because he was the bad guy. He was his Joker. He was his Lex Luthor. But they both made a very big impact in WWE and wrestling. So they both kind of, it would be nice. It would be nice, honestly. It would be nice, and something that they both can look on and remember their time together as wrestlers wrestling, at the same time trying to make a name for themselves, and also making an important place in the history of pro wrestling. I don't think that Charlotte Flair should. I don't think she should get a title anytime soon. Like, when she comes back. When she comes back, she doesn't have to get a title. She don't have to keep a title on her. That's just me. I think we could be able to see a different side, and not, you know, if she doesn't get a title for like 2 years, but they play it right, they have to play it right. If she doesn't get a title in 2 years, I ain't gonna be mad at that. I ain't gonna be mad at that at all. And next one is, I don't think a lot of certain wrestlers should not have a higher loss rate. That's probably common. That's why it's part of the Ramblings video. Okay, part of the Ramblings video. I was going to make a TikTok off of this, but I feel like making TikToks is kind of, I'm gonna get to it and get to a consistent space on it, but I have not figured that one out. I think that when it comes to the WrestleMania questions that people are giving Cody Rhodes, I think he should deflect the heck out of them. I think that he should kind of swerve them to a certain point to where he can say a short but sweet answer, a short but true answer. And I think I am going to go do the TikTok on this, but I think that Cody Rhodes should just say, what happened, I'm the champion now. I was down, I was upset about what happened, but it is what it is, because he fuels this fire that I don't even know that he knows is a fire. I feel like he does. He has to. But he fuels this fire between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns fans, Cody Rhodes and Bloodline fans, Bloodline haters and Bloodline fans, to where it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It's so unhealthy, because it's like, it's every week it's something. Every week it's something. But that point of when The Rock came in and took his spot, they could have pivoted that whole Royal Rumble win the heck out of it if they really wanted to. They could have done that to where Cody did not point at anybody but pointed at the WrestleMania sign. If there was talks of The Rock really taking his spot or whatever, that's what should have happened. Because now, when I think of that moment, I was one of those people that was happy. But when I think of that moment, I also remember the fact that there was a point where Cody Rhodes fans were harassing Ava, The Rock's daughter. I feel as though, I don't know if he even talked about this, but I feel as though he didn't say anything about this, and it was to a point where I think that she deactivated her page for a second. And that's wild to me, how you bring that up again, knowing that was a point where your fans was acting crazy. And I don't know, that don't feel right with my spirit, especially because he's a girl dad. That doesn't feel right with my spirit. I'm sorry. Maybe he didn't know. I think he just probably didn't know to that point. But it was like, okay, fans was acting toxic during that time, period. And it wasn't time that we need to look back at. Okay, we got the belt. It's your mountain now. let's have at it. But that's the end of this week's ramblings, unpopular opinions. Thank you for watching. Let me know some of your opinions, little rambles, and y'all reactions to what I'm saying too. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.